Hello, everybody.
Hi, Em.
Well,
Hi, Dr. M.
yeah, but you should also say hi, everybody, as well. Not just hi to me. People are watching this. You know, we are recording for other people, not just for ourselves.
Yeah, but I don't want to be nasty or petty, but on this channel, you appear one time more than I do.
Oh, yeah, like historically, I've appeared one time more than you.
Yeah.
All this time, I was the Bible illustrated.
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, dirty lens. Oh, wife is going to hear from me. Ooh, dirty lens, dirty, dirty.
Oh, by the way, that reminded me. There's this wiki for YouTubers, and there's an article about
Vicky,
me.
Vicky for YouTubers.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is, there's also an article about Bible Illustrated, and they have
Oh,
like an avatar.
like it's for YouTube channels.
Well, more YouTubers, so not necessarily channels, more about people behind the channels. And there's an article about me, but also they have put this photo of this random guy. I was curious, and this is some guy that's called Bojan Todosiewicz. So
Wow.
somebody clearly tried to look me up. They found a wrong photo and they put it there. I didn't want to change it.
It's fine. It's fine. Sorry. By the way, sorry for my
Yeah, for
unusually.
having care.
Yeah, but it's more unusual. Anyways, we did a poll, a poll.
They were appalled.
Yes, so we did that because now we can post, on YouTube, uh, and we asked people if they want to hear about more fails, that being Lenten fails, not fails as fail because fails. Who cares about fails? Lenten fails are the juiciest. So I had one major fail and one soon to be pronounced as a pretty decently big fail. So any updates with you?
I have two fails.
You have two fails.
Yeah.
Okay, so who has shorter? Ooh, she's angry. Do you hear the background noise?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody's really angry. Okay, so you want to go first, or should I?
I think that mine are pretty uneventful, and they say that the most interesting things in YouTube videos should go at the beginning. So you go.
Okay, you go. Okay, so you want to hear the yet to be pronounced a fail, or the one that's already a fail, the juiciest fail.
Give me the less juiciest one.
The less juiciest one. Okay, so about 4 years ago, I I gave my car away as a gift to my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Bought a new car, but before I did that, I fantasized about having a very decent, multimedia unit in the car, and it was an older model.
Mm-hmm.
So I went ahead and built one,
Okay.
which basically it was big deal. That like this was like 5 years ago. It was big deal. Like I did research, I found, and it was the most ridiculous internet search I've ever had
Yeah.
since forever. I found what they refer to as fascia, or like a part of the dashboard, like a mask, like a dashboard mask in the
Okay.
car, and I find a suitable one that will extend my car dashboard, and I could build a tablet into that. But then you can't just build a tablet there. You have to wire it and make it work whenever it feels a charge, blah blah blah. So I went through multiple tablets. I learned how to root and hack and mess tablets up, and I messed one up very very significantly. Uh, so when I gifted my car away, that was kind of a problem that wanted my brother to inherit, especially because I thought he's even a more bigger geek than I am. Blah blah blah. 4 years later, he never touched the thing. So the thing stood there, turned off, useless. For 4 years, nobody touched it.
Mhm.
My dad inherits the car.
Okay.
And, the way
By the way, just for everybody else, his brother is alive.
yeah, he bought a new car as well. But he presented the entire ordeal as if you never gave the car to me, I just used it. Okay. There. Hey, family is awesome. Now, that being said, my father inherits the car, and when I was giving away the car, I was like, here's all the necessary papers. I'm emailing you all the documentation that I have, the list of expenses, electronical diary, digital diary about the car, explained everything, how everything works. My dad got the car here. So,
yeah.
I took over the onboarding for the car, fixed the camera, the reverse camera. I spent time, and I destroyed the construct in the car because my father doesn't need it, and I built something better for him, and I salvaged the tablet.
Okay. However,
and since that moment on, I can't sleep. I'm obsessed.
why?
I'm obsessed for God knows what reason to fix a 5-year-old tablet that doesn't work. And I've spent hours and hours. By the way, look how that looks like. Like it was taped. You see, it's ridiculous. You see,
Yeah.
it was taped like in the back. But the thing is, when I got it from the car, I plugged it in and it worked. Like it turned on all the fancy things that I had. Like I built that into a basically on my own. I built a car multimedia system. You understand? It was a different interface. Everything was set up the way I wanted. It was a freaking passion project. And I've been spending hours and hours for the past 3-4 days completely failing at fixing that. And you know what's the worst thing ever? I don't know what I'm gonna do with it when I fix it. I don't have a goal. Okay, I just freaking want to fix it. You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm obsessing about it, and it has taken away from my sleep. It has taken away from my prayer, and a little bit from my family. Ta-da! Fail number 1.
Nice fail. That's a good fail.
Should I go on, or you want to jump?
I'll go on. Though my fails are pretty much connected, but they can work standalone. However, I will have to censor a lot of it, but you will get the central part.
But can you tell it to me and then wink and I'll censor?
No, I'll tell you after we're done. After this red recording thing is gone.
Sure.
So I get a message from one of my friends. Hey, this person is really unhappy with you. And I've been doing everything to get on this person's good side, like everything. I won't go into details. And I freaking lose it. Like, what more could that person want? And I'm like typing these cuss words, and this friend is like, oh, what's happening? Okay, the floodgates are open. What's happening? And I'm like, throwing thunderbolts. And later, are you okay? Yes, I am. I calm down because of. And then again, the floodgates open, and this has happened 3 times. 3 times.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So afterwards, the caldera was emptied. Those of you who are into volcanoes will know what it means. And I'm just like drained and like, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. Where did this come from? I mean, I do know where did this come from, but I need to take some serious steps in fixing this. And there you have it. I mean, it's not as interesting as obsessing over a over a tablet, but man,
this stupid little thing. I think it's the
yeah,
whole thing. I don't even know what I'm gonna like. The things that I'm trying, it ain't working, and I can't seem to find like, I'm very like well organized in terms of I know where my files are.
yeah.
I know how to find something. I keep things, back them up, and I can't find. I used to have like an entire folder with the project because this was a real entire project. I spent money, time, and sweat, and I can't find it. Like I can't find it. Yeah.
I just remember what your second fail is. So
Yeah.
I'll continue with my second fail because I think that yours is much more interesting than mine, and mine is like the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So my second fail, uh, uh, I get this task, and again, I like completely lose it because I don't know how to do this task. However, my reaction was very much different from the initial from that reaction I initially described. The first reaction was like total anger. This was complete and abject despair. I I started crying. I was telling later people in my 34 or 5 years, however, I've never cried outside of a funeral, or maybe if there's some like extremely emotional movie that hits me, but outside, like never. I never I never had a mental breakdown, but this thing.
Something with the apartment?
Sorry?
Is it something with the apartment?
No, this was work related.
Oh, okay.
No. The apartment basically never gave me any problem. I mean, it takes a while. It's tedious, but I never got annoyed over it, except when I was like looking for some things, and then in the end I find it. So and I totally lose it. I like break down, and I remember that in the life of Saint Gregory Palamas, he would like make three big prostrations before the icon of the Most Holy Theotokos, and he would pray to her to help him in his studies, which he nailed. And I'm like, let me try this method. Man, it works. Like after 2 days, I was like, I can't believe I was crying over this complete nonsense. And to be quite honest, I don't think it was nonsense. I think that it's not all that easy to do, but with the help of the Mother of God, it was easy to do. But that was only because of her and her prayers. Because
Yeah, but you never
otherwise,
told me what the cause, what the.
I had to. It's sort of difficult. I had to combine these two very complicated documents, and to figure out what to put in them, what not to put in them, how to remove some things, how to edit some things. And these things were going to some of our international partners. It was very, very touchy stuff. I mean, it's nothing too confidential. It's not some like big things, but again, very touchy. And
Hey,
I
don't
managed.
worry, B. Don't worry.
I
Soon
know
enough, AI is going to replace your job.
it's going to replace everybody's job. I mean,
Good luck with that.
if you think that it will replace my job, no.
Yes, it will. I can already give you a tool that does that.
What?
I'll show you. I'll show you.
If it's merge and compare or something like that, no, that's not. It won't help.
Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, I'm an engineer. We use merge tools.
This isn't it. This is so not it.
Okay, fair enough.
Just because I gave a very simplified versions for the audience does not mean that a simple merge and compare would fix.
Okay, so you were faced with an apparently impossible thing to do. Basically, it was like the hardest thing to do ever.
From my point of view, yes.
Yeah.
Objectively, it wasn't so hard, but man, at that time, it looked like an impassable mountain.
By the way, a friend of mine just became like a general manager of a company.
Okay.
He was given the role, and I was like, dude, you're gonna get this in the middle of the Great Lent. Like, you are done. And it all looked great, but then when he finally hit it, you
Yeah.
know, he realized that he was really given a hot potato.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. But it's fine. It's fine. He'll manage. He'll pray, and hopefully things
Sure.
will work out. By the way, when you mentioned prostrations and all that, um, some time ago, I learned that my best friend in the world
Hmm.
um, has multiple sclerosis. It was like terrible thing to find out,
Of course.
about anybody really, but especially somebody who, like, there's almost no difference in terms of. I look at him as literally as a brother. It's
Yeah.
you connect with somebody on a level that's just beyond normal. Beyond standard, beyond average, mediocre. And when that happened, I didn't know what to do, and I was about to be devastated and crushed, by sheer despair.
Of course.
Especially because at that point we were very young, and we still are. But at that point we were in our 20s and whatnot, and it looked much worse than it really is. I'm not saying it's great, but it's manageable. And I remember, like, I didn't know what to do, and I just decided, I don't know how, but I just decided I'm gonna do 40 prostrations every night, praying for him. And I think I did that for almost like 40 days or something. Like, it was the most ascetic thing I've ever, I've ever attempted, like the most. And I was like, when I'm reading, about saints and what how they prayed, I'm like, this is not easy. This is not easy. Just the commitment to do it every night is not easy.
Yeah.
Physically, it's not easy. It becomes a bit easier. Yeah. What you wanted to interrupt?
Well, I just want to say that after 40 days, a miracle happened. You got abs.
No, but I'll tell you that in the first days, everything hurt.
Of course.
Very, I can even describe localized pain, but it is what it is. So on to the main dish, the biggest fail. I too be lost my cool completely, utterly. So many of you know, many people who know me know that I like to keep tab on things. I like to keep data statistics. I'm kind of a data guy, not too big of a data guy, but
It
when
is
it comes,
very annoying. It is very
sorry,
annoying. It is very
yeah,
annoying.
it is. It is. Um, Amongst top 10 things people hate about me, people will list I hate that you are right, and the second place is I hate when I tell you you're not right and you go back and show me proof. Two top things.
It
But
happened incalculable times with me.
with
Like,
you, well, with many
like.
people, I'm telling you, it's constantly being voted in the top two. But anyways.
By the way, spiritual advice, people: find a person who's always right, but like objectively right. It'll do wonders for you. Trust me.
Yeah. So I have been keeping track of every single financial transaction I've ever had for an entire decade, right? I've had multiple softwares to do this, and I migrated my data from phone to phone, operating system to operating system, different app to different app. Finally, I settled 6 years ago, about 6 years ago, or seven, in 2014, I think, I settled on an application that I liked, that was the best of all worlds in terms of functionality, blah blah blah. And I've been using that app since forever. Then I got married. My finances merged with my wife's finances. They became one. Then I made my wife sign up and use the application. Didn't went easy. Still not easy to make sure that she does it, but she's getting better after, what is it now?
After not having any money.
Many years. So out of the blue, by the way, this application synchronizes between my phone, computer, Angela's phone, tablet. It stopped working. I mean, it's still working, but it's crashing because it's an old application. It hasn't been maintained. Fail number one. I've judged the developers. I've judged the company behind the application. Like, I've literally judged them based on how I know businesses behave.
Yeah.
Because I was absolutely certain that they did this intentionally so that I can move to, so they can prompt me to move to a new application. But I paid this app. But I paid the app back in the day when apps used to be one-time purchase.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everything is a subscription, so you can't really just go ahead and purchase the application. But I was very wrong. First of all, they just stopped maintaining it, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't subscribe for updates. Not only that, but it's not that they only have a subscription-based application. They also have a one-time purchase application for people like me who are like, I don't want to. So that was my first fail. But my second fail is this. I want to switch to the new application, subscription-based, and I want to test it. I downloaded. I've been trying to find time to do it for like 2 months. I download the thing, and I try to sign up. I try to sign up with Google Sign Up. Doesn't work. Just doesn't work. Just brings me back to the sign up screen. I try to sign up with my email. Bam! Brings me back to my sign up screen. And I'm like, okay, what do? I write to their support. They use the same chat application as we do at work. You've used it, I think, when you used to work with us.
Yeah.
Intercom. And I just responded on the website where the thing, pinged me, and I was like, I have this problem. I get a response from this woman from Poland who is their customer support. You already have an account for that email. First of all, it's a fail on their end because it's a different application and it never calls out that it's the same service in the back, where I already have an account. It's just bad, but okay. And she tells me, adds to that, if you want to migrate your old data from the app that you're currently using, right? Just sign up with your current account. Just log in with your current credentials, which I've tried, by the way, didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can delete your account, and then you can create a new one. And I write exactly what's on my mind as a response. I am afraid to have you delete my account because I have 10 years worth of financial data in there. And I add that I've tried to log in and it didn't work. What do you think was the next email I've received?
Yes, sir. We will do what you said to do.
The email was. By the way, yeah. As I've sent my reply, I'm getting an email. Your account is going to be deleted. And I checked that email and I see, if you want to delete your account, click on this link. And I'm like, hell no. And then I receive an email from the lady from Poland, which says, I quote, "I've just deleted your sync account," my email, "as requested, An automatic confirmation email will be sent by the system as well. Please now create a new account from here. And as I'm reading that, I'm opening up my application on desktop and I see my data just bam, done. Do you want to know how I reacted in that moment?
I know how you did, but please share.
All caps lock. What did you do? 4 exclamation marks. Bring back my 10 years of finance history. 4 exclamation marks. Another email sent 2 seconds later. Immediately bring my data back. And then I quote myself, I'm afraid to have you delete my account. How did you delete my account without my consent? I will sue you for this. And the third email, you need to get me my data ASAP. This is not acceptable. All caps rage. But when I read you this, it doesn't reflect not even 0.000 infinity 01% of how I actually reacted. Because just imagine what 10 years of transactions means. It means during a single day, I do at least 5 transactions, right? So that's 5 transactions every single day. Every single automated charge from every single service and whatnot. I'm talking about a ridiculous amount of super important data that somebody just went ahead and deleted.
And you did the smartest thing in the world next. You reached out to me for comfort.
No, I didn't do that next. I did that later. When you wanted to talk about your day. Wanted to talk about your day, and I wanted to talk about my day. Because my day obviously beats your day up multiple times.
I still stand by what I said.
Okay, because you're a bad person, and you
No.
know...
Okay, audience, you be the judge, the jury, and the executioner. I call M to the stand. Mr. Dieu, Mr. Dieu, would you be kind to read to the members of the subscribers what have you told to her initially that prompted her to delete the transaction?
I am afraid.
No. Read it verbatim.
Yeah,
please.
that's what I'm saying. I am afraid to have you delete my account. I have a screenshot of that. I will show.
No, that's fine. Members of the jury, is this a grammatically correct sentence? Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
It is.
It is to know.
What?
It isn't a grammatically correct.
It is.
Okay, read it again.
What are you doing right now? I'm having a customer support rep deleting my account. Is that a grammatically correct? Of course it is. I'm afraid to have you delete my account.
Shouldn't it be, I'm afraid that you will delete my account?
I mean, I could have said that as well.
I don't know. But
I'm afraid for you to delete my account. I'm afraid to have you delete my account, to give you permission, to prompt you, to encourage you, to tell you. That's the point.
Okay, I stand correct.
Look, English-speaking people, judge me on this. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Fine. I might have been wrong on this, and I accept that. However,
new.
No. But here it is.
I know what she read. She read, I'm afraid you're gonna have to delete my account. That's what she read. It's obvious.
That is also how I read it.
Of course, and that's why you were the worst customer support rep we ever had in the company. Everybody agrees on that. We all love you, but we all kind of hate you.
So why did you sort of ask me to return again?
Oh, I didn't. It was the biggest joke ever, but you didn't get it. But it's fine. Just add it to the list.
Wait. So the time when I'm at my professional low, you're joking about me returning. That's
No, actually, the goal was to get you to recommend somebody else again because, we kind of got a great team member
yeah, yeah.
because of
For all
you.
the crappy work I did recommend great people.
Well, okay, yeah,
But
yeah,
okay, the one of the batters you can.
yeah, exactly. So that was the point, and I don't know if you remember, but we can go back through Viber history, and I can show you that I actually wrote that I'm asking but it's fine, it's fine. Again, you tend to read things the way you want to read them, just
Of
like.
course, but you're
But
the always right guy.
yeah, but the problem with her understanding it that way is because she didn't read the second part as well, which is the context. You have the statement and then the context because I have 10 years worth of data there. And when look, we have customer support and we're really working with them very hard to confirm things, to double check things, to verify things and not to be a robot. And you know what? Because obviously I freaked out enough that I immediately pinged their CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I had my business partner find me his contact information, everything. Yeah, I freaked out. Like I was enraged. First of all, I was enraged. I was enraged.
Enraged.
Yeah, I was deranged. Like,
Deranged. Okay.
and he told me it wasn't supposed to happen because she wasn't supposed to delete my account at all. The confirmation link that I told you about? That was the only way I could have deleted the account. But you know what she did? I can guarantee I can't. I'm 99.99% sure that she did that. She clicked on the link herself. Or they have a bug in their system which allowed her to do it because he told me they have permissions set that she couldn't do it. Of course, later on she apologized, blah blah blah, and so did I, because I really wasn't polite, to say the least.
Do you know what I like to do on Pascha during
Yeah.
communion? While I'm standing in the line for the Eucharist, I like to call to mind all of the Polish women that have lost job because of me. And I'm like, there's none.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. If this prevents her from deleting somebody's 10 years worth of data, look, man, I'm perfectly fine with her getting fired. She deserves 100% to get fired. I'd be inclined to fire somebody who does that to one of my clients. I'd do it. And I wouldn't regret it, man. Let me be honest with you. To her, this is supposed to be the biggest freaking lesson in her life. You don't mess with other people's stuff. You have to be respectful. Come on.
And
look, she did wrong. She did wrong. Okay. I forgave her 10 times since that day.
Okay, imagine seeing Christ throw your 10 worth of history of transactions into hell. Would you jump for it?
That analogy has nothing to do with what happened.
I know. I'm just thinking about you actually being tempted to jump for it.
No, but I did think, when it happened, before the moment where I gained, sobriety. Sobriety, right? Being sober. That's
sobriety.
It. When I regained sobriety at some point, I salvaged my data.
Oh, by the way, tell me, what did you do?
Yeah, I will.
That's a big brain movement.
But some moments before that happened, as I was realizing, when you look at yourself from a third person or something, you're like, why are you such an idiot? Why are you yelling at this person? She didn't do it intentionally. She made a mistake. She made a huge
guardian angel point of view.
Yeah, and that prompted me to like cool down and focus on first solving my problem, and then dealing with, initially, man, I was gonna attack the brand, but that's while I was still enraged, like I was gonna do a YouTube video. I was gonna freaking lecture them on how customer support is done. I was
You
gonna
were
list
actually
examples from
going
my
to
business. No,
you were
trust me.
actually going to make YouTube drama. Oh man, this
Ooh,
impression.
ooh, you wouldn't believe the thoughts that I had. I was like,
No, 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 no,
I'm
no.
going
I
to
blame you. I blame you.
crucify these guys. That was my initial, of course. Then I cooled off. First of all, the way I salvaged the data, I immediately I turned off Wi-Fi and data on my phone because I knew if the phone didn't synchronize with the server that was where my account was deleted, it's going to keep the data, and that was the good move, because I was able to back it up. And then I worked with the same woman from their support. She revealed a hack where I desynced my phone, created the account again, resynced my phone, and resynced the entirety. I might have lost like 3 transactions comparing to millions of transactions that I had. Pretty good ratio.
That is an actual big brain moment, and I know that phrase is used like sarcastically, but man, that is a legit big brain moment. I would simply die. I would simply die.
Yeah, but then again, you're not an engineer, and you're not building software, and I am. So, me coming up with that, I love to be called big brain, but this is like, it's not. it's not.
Not for you, but for
Yeah,
us great artists whose
yeah,
brain have devolved into an amoeba.
yeah. I mean, that's the first thing you do when you're getting hacked. Like things are not things that are happening are not good. The first thing you do, you unplug the thing from the internet. Well, nowadays you're not unplugging it. You're destroying Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But my sorrow, my the passions of me during that day were nothing in comparison to that guy who was buying a new computer. That YouTube guy. Oh, God bless the guy. He is one of the funniest storytellers I've ever read on freaking Twitter. By the way, I read that on Twitter. I just gave you the unroll version.
Yeah.
But we should share this with the audience. Like this
Okay.
guy.
By the way, I have shared that amount of disappointment when I was a kid because Might and Magic 6 got out. So not Heroes of Might and Magic, the famous strategy, but Might and Magic, the famous role-playing game.
Yeah.
And the 6th game got out, which was probably one of the best in the series, and I think it is best to this day. And from time to time, I would play that game even to this day. However, when I was considerably younger, I was simply spellbound by the game, and I had to play it. However, I only had 16 megabytes of RAM.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to work, but it didn't. And I was completely like in total despair. And these were like 19s in Serbia. Like people were poor, man. Generally, people could not afford Might and Magic. So my parents like gave their best, and they bought me additional 16 megabytes of RAM, and we install it. I put in the game, I reinstall it. It's not working. I think I was never as disappointed as that. It turned out that it was the type of processor or something. It was Cyrix. I hate the word Cyrix to this day, even though they probably went out.
The processor couldn't address that much memory.
And that amount of disappointment.
Yeah, I know. Because even during those days, you actually expected things to work. Plug and play.
Yeah.
No.
And then 10 years later, or however, I installed the damn game, and man, it was even better.
Look, when it comes to tech, and hardware, like you wouldn't believe. For example, where is the little rascal? You know
Thingamajigs.
the amount of hacking that went into making this tablet into what I wanted it to do? It was a month worth of work. You understand
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like I had to learn how to work with this, and I've unlearned it since very
yeah.
like when I went back now to try to like fix it. I I literally like tabula rasa, like nothing, like blank. Oh, what did I do? And I can't find the because if I was able to find the folder, I usually like create a list of things I did just in case I'm gonna have to repeat that, and it's not here. I can't find it. Hey,
However, all
maybe
things
it's in
ended up well, right?
maybe it's in my notes.
Maybe.
Something is. But let me show you now that I found that part. Wow, by the way, wow. Look, this is how it looked like in the car.
Oh wow, nice. Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to blur something maybe. And I had to find this thing to buy it, you know?
Oh wow, nice.
And I had to like screw it, build it into um and like just finding that thing. Actually, you know what? This does contain some information. Mm-mm-mm.
Lordy Lord. Oh well, what was that?
Some information is here.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
My word.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the amount of hacking that went into that was ridiculous. But then that guy, let me just pull the biggest highlight. These guys sold him a laptop, like high spec laptop. It was like 32 gigabytes of RAM, i7, Dragon.
It could calculate ballistics for Pentagon.
And while he was buying it, having a freaking Wi-Fi chip inside was opt-in. And obviously the guy didn't see. Imagine buying a laptop and you're like opting in if you want a Wi-Fi to have Wi-Fi in your laptop, and it's 2021. Like who? Dell, I think it was Dell, right? Dell.
Yeah, Delta.
Like Dell, you idiots. Like, seriously. Of course, he missed other important things as well. He didn't buy an SSD disk.
Of course.
Well, yeah. But then we'll link the thing. I have the link somewhere, and I'll try to link
By
it.
the way, the best part when he describes the good support.
Yeah. The closer.
The closer. I was.
I subscribe to his YouTube channel, even though I have no idea what he does. I didn't go through his vids. I don't even know.
but you know that the brain behind it is terrific.
Yeah, I just want to see more. I just want to be notified when this guy says something. Next.
By the way, I know that you're very much into keto. I don't know how much. I don't know how much you're into paleo, but yeah,
I know the post about paleo diet and the cooking.
Yeah. But you know that article about paleo diet that I keep reading over and over, and I keep laughing about it forever. We got to link that as well.
Yeah, and we need to speak about cryptocurrency as soon as possible, because that's everybody's speaking about that, and
Sure, I'm all for it, especially because I know next to nothing about it.
Well, don't think I'm much better. I mean, I know about the tech behind. I know about how the thing works, but when it comes to how prices are determined,
Yeah,
and you know, when I open like the pro mode of the crypto trading application,
Yeah. Like, what's happening?
it's like you know, remember when I told you I'm a data guy?
Yeah.
When I see
Love
that, it's literally, you know, the Matrix.
like numbers.
Yeah, and that's how it looks like to me. And I'm like, um, switch to noob mode. Ah, it's like, just shows me like five numbers and that's it.
Yeah.
Let me see how I am with crypto right now. Let's
Oh
see
boy.
live.
In the meantime, guys, the article is
I've won
called
€2.
Nice. The article is called "I went paleo and now I hate everything." The page is everywhereist. Hopefully, we will pin it in the comment, but you know, with podcasts, we never really pin anything. So
Of course, then there's no way. I'll try to do it. If you send me the link, I'll try to do it.
I sent the link and I pinned it in Viber.
You know, somebody told me in a YouTube comment on one of our
Videos.
videos that I'm a good admin of the channel,
Oh, you are. I mean,
and now I have to live up to that. So I need to link stuff.
yeah, of course.
I went paleo and now I hate everything.
It is one of the best reads on. You know, I've known about that article for past, I don't know, maybe even 5 years. I still laugh at it every time I read it, and they force people to read it. If you've known me in person for any amount of time, odds are that I will ask you to read this article. I love it so much.
That's it for me. Let's
Me
hope
too.
that these were the last fails, because this is the final week of the Great Lent, and we're expecting
No
to celebrate.
temptation whatsoever.
No, zero,
Of
and we
course.
expect to celebrate Christmas on Sunday. In case you didn't know, you're not Orthodox or whatnot. Christmas is an important event
Yeah.
in Orthodox Christianity.
Yeah, when we celebrate the birth of our Lord.
Yeah. When are you going to the liturgy?
The Christmas liturgy
Mm-hmm.
on January 7th.
Hmm?
For Christmas liturgy, I would go on January 7th.
Okay. Because you know many go on December 25th.
Yeah, true. But for this liturgy, I will probably go to my church on the graveyard.
Well, I think that's a good place to celebrate resurrection. You
That's
know,
the best way to celebrate the
when you
resurrection.
think about it, it's a pretty suitable place
Of
to
course.
celebrate Easter. Anyways, we like to go in those early morning hours.
I would like to go too, but this is my place, sort of. This is my church family community. So,
You know, one time I went to 3 liturgies in like 24 hours. For it was
with the
Easter of
choir.
20, maybe 2012.
Wow.
I think it was Easter of 2012, and I went in the morning time,
Yeah.
and then a friend of mine invited me to join his choir in the like standard time, which was at 9 a.m. I went, and then a friend of mine asked me to go to a monastery where there was a bit of a later
Yeah.
liturgy, and I just went to all 3.
I hope you didn't take communion more than once.
You know, I never take communion anyways.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I said it, I realized what a bad, what a
No,
silly question it was.
the thing I didn't receive communion 3 times. It was only once, I think, because I'm not even sure if I did. Probably did, because why wouldn't I? But I remember I did eat 2 times.
You outpigged me.
No, you know how on the second liturgy how people were like, like opening the egg, and I'm like,
Yeah.
done that.
5 times.
Yeah, I mean the amount of eggs being eaten uh, during Easter. And of course, I mean, if egg is not the first thing you eat, like there's something wrong with you.
Precisely.
Especially if you put some mayo on it.
Oh. Match made in heaven.
Yes. That's it for me. And to quote my American friends, I hate this term. Let me let you go.
Me too.
I hate that.
My wish for you, Jeannie M, is for you to be free.
Ah, Aladdin.
Yeah.
Second part. I wish for the Jafar to be. Wait a minute. I wish for the sinking treasure of King Marakamb.
By the way, one of my favorite memes is like when I tell my simple-minded friend not to be too hasty. There's like Jafar holding that bandit. Not so hastily, my simple-minded friend.
Abysmal. Abysmal. That's
Yeah.
his name. That's his name.
What?
Abysmal.
I mean, it is like it's way more intimidating than he is.
Yeah, it's Abu Ismail.
Yeah, Abysmal.
Abysmal. So yeah, Arabian Nights.
Arabian food.
A fool of his guard will fall and fall hard right there in the dunes.
Nice.
Okay, B.
Okay.
Let me let you go.
Well, I would not want to waste any more of your time.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, so fake. You fake people.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.